So it's now 1 o'clock in the morning. I have been awake since about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And what have I done today? I woke up and started freaking out. I checked my email, I got something back. My mom has Hep C, not Hep B, so it's not that. The whole transfer in birth thing is not where this came from. So, it leaves me with a deficit of other possibilities. Was I vaccinated? Apparently it's a 3-shot. I don't remember taking 3 shots. I have a vague kind of recollection of maybe taking 1, but not 3. Did I get it from my partner 10 years ago and get over it? Well, she should have been vaccinated. But that's at least possible, right? I get the list of, almost impossible things, and then there's this one. Did I catch it when I blacked out? It's hard for me to believe. Did I catch it at the lab, maybe? Or is it even a false positive? I don't know. I decided there's no use in, freaking out over something that I can't demonstrate, right? So I can sit here and, imagine, what's... I'm gonna finish the record, and then I'm gonna get the lab report. When I do a compost run, I'll be going out that way. I'll be going out there when I get a compost run, so I'll get a lab report on the way back. That's entirely rational. And then once I get the lab report, I will do further research. Apparently this is a complicated blood test. And apparently there are a high number of false positives with this blood test because it is as complicated as it is. Before I let anybody else stick anything else in my arm, I gotta figure out if, I have to understand the logic of the test and determine if there's a possibility. Well, I mean, I know there's a possibility, but I mean, if the precise reading that they picked up implies a moderate possibility of a false positive. Just about anything else is going to set off red flags in my mind. Because I am in one of the highest risk categories for Nazi eugenicist bastards to go after. And if you thought that that wasn't creepy and weird, you'll like the next part of this. So I got some meat around 4 o'clock. I didn't vlog any of this because I was going to stop at some point and be like, okay, I wasted the first half of the day and I'll get back to work on the second half of the day. I was waiting for something. It's Christmas. And it didn't come tonight. And I'm going to sit down to do a little bit of writing. So I write up a little bit of a report. I mean, it's a very short essay. I even call it an essay. It's a very short explanatory primer, just to kind of get people. It's more just a, just a reality check. You could even call it. It's just a memo. Just to get people to kind of, wait a second. This is what's actually happening, and it's about the relationship between the United States and Canada regarding oil exports. Reality is that Canada wants to export the oil to China, and of course the U.S. doesn't want us to do that, right? So there's a big conflict there. And if you, a lot of, especially if you read the environmental literature, it's just, it doesn't, well, we gotta, you want to know the actual blunt, sad truth of it is that a lot of the environmental groups are fronts for operations that are trying to prevent exports to China. You can look this up. Okay. I mean, and you can follow the money. I mean, it's the big money, right? So what is it? I think it's the Tidewater Group or something like that. I mean, it's like oil industry money coming down. Like big money, big investor money, and they're not trying to save the whales. They're trying to prevent the export to China, right? I mean, and I want to save the whales. You know, I want to get emissions down. So I see myself in kind of, you know, alliance with these people that I otherwise would not want anything to do with. I mean, I'm not out there doing anything, right? It's just, you know, psychological alliance, right? But ideological alliance. Although maybe I'm doing more than I think, because I tried to bait this post, and I posted it to Google. I'm not sure if you caught the tail end of what I said there. I was expecting the batteries to go out. It might have come up as a little bit ominous, but it was not unexpected. What I said at the end there was that I made the post to Google and it disappeared. It was just a quick primer on, like, you know, it's something I find is not well understood, is, you know, like, what's actually underlying the politics here. Like, pipeline politics are not what you think they are, probably, unless you know what they are, but it's not what most people think they are. And, you know, so I press post and it's gone. Now, I happen to have it in memory because I copied and pasted it. Paste it again, gone. Paste it again, gone. And I tried like multiple times. I tried to paste it as a comment, gone. I tried to paste little bits of it as a comment, gone. Now, this is not the first time something like this has happened. I've had this happen on YouTube. This is the first time it's ever happened on Google+. But I mean, it has happened more than once on YouTube. I post it, it's gone. Post it again, it's gone. And now this is happening on Google. So, I mean, when it was happening on YouTube, I retreated to Google. I was fine for, I don't know, what was it, like a year or something? Now it's happening on Google, so I'm retreating to Blogger. It's a Google product. I know that, right? But I mean, at the same time, I know Facebook is funny, right? A part of the reason why I moved from Facebook to YouTube was because I thought I was getting spied on. So it's like, I mean, I don't want to pretend that I'm naive about this. I understand that, you know, this is a kind of a part of what the internet is, right? They give you a platform to write, and then they monitor you, right? That's the point. It's like, yes, write all of your thoughts, everything that you've ever thought, write it down. You know, and it's just like, but I mean, if I was just some random, you know, some random pleb, that I wouldn't do this. It's just I do think I'm historically important, you know, in a composer's sense. So I'm documenting myself for the historical record. You know, and it's more like the government's just this kind of, I'm trying to create a dialogue with the future, and the government's just being annoying, right? And I mean, in the future, they will look back at the government and say, "Damn, these guys were bastards, like real evil sons of bitches," right? We think we look back at, you know, the papal era, and we think they were bastards, but these guys have levels of technology that, I mean, you thought the Inquisition was bad, you know? But I mean, like I said, I'm not naive about it. I know they're listening, but it's like, don't change my writing. Don't delete my posts. Take note of them, put them in a file, whatever. I don't give a fuck. I'm saving it for the record, right? I'm trying to create a dialogue with the future. I want things to be, you know, remembered. And if at the end of it, 200 years from now, there's a CIA file and there's a different angle. I mean, that's to me. I mean, that's a part of the historical record too, right? All the psychologists looking in and trying to, diagnose me from a distance and all these kinds of things. Although it's not a particularly far distance. If you have enough data, that's for sure. Probably more useful than anything I could rant out lying in a bed staring at a ceiling. How about that? But it's just like, don't. I'm not gonna type on your platform if you're gonna fucking delete what I say. And fuck you for thinking I will. So some things start disappearing. Maybe the whole page starts disappearing. So I cleared it off. I put it in my trusty document there. So I spent the rest of the night doing that. And also, I had to do some troubleshooting with the new. I copied over the template from the other ones, and the other one I had the comments removed on the other ones because I didn't want there to be a comment section at all. I just took it right out of the HTML, so I had to do some troubleshooting to bring it back. And it is back now, so that's yeah. Am I getting anything done tonight? Any actual work? No. What I wanted to do was finish the record, and then once the record was done, do a big reciting run through, right? The shift, I mean, now that I've got that cleared off, I think I should focus on doing the recitation now. So that's going to be the, I mean, I'm just juggling things, right? I could spend I could have spent today and tomorrow and the next day doing the record, and then, the beginning part of next week doing the recitation. Instead, I'm going to do the recitation tonight and spend the weekend on the record, right? So I mean, it's not such a big change. It's just I want to get the data safe, basically, and ordered. Long term, I mean, I've been saying for months that I want to stop rambling here. We're going to stop doing this, and I just keep doing it because I'm stuck in it, right? I think that shifting platforms like this is going to be probably pretty key in having me shift my approach. So I think that once I get through this recitation, we will actually see a decrease in the written comments and stuff. And it's not just that. I mean, I'm getting disillusioned with the liberals. And I don't even want to know what's going on down there. I don't even want to know what Trump is up to. Don't tell me. Write me a book at the end and I'll read it. I don't even want to fucking know. So yeah, I'm gonna do the recitation. That'll probably be it for the night. Whatever I do for the rest of the night I'm not gonna have much energy. These recitations, they take a lot more than you might realize to get done. So, is this the last mass recitation? I believe that it very well may be. We will have to find out. We will have to see. We will have to observe how time unfolds. But I do believe that it is likely this is the end. So let me retrace my steps for the last roughly 3 weeks. And let me let all of this out. Let me let it loose. Let me let it go. This is the last time I'm going to try this. Well, how's it going? It's close to 8 in the morning, and I've been up all night.